The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Keith in Philadelphia. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, a couple things, Tom. Number one, I started listening to you in 2001 and never stopped. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. And this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all your love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it your goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 4, NASDAQ down 25, S&P's up 2, gold contract trading out at 1,617.60. Interesting. A lot of these are already, okay. Silver down 14 at 29.39. Platinum down 375 at 1,429 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at 3.38 a pound. A light sweet crude $97.22 a barrel. Bonds down 30 ticks at 143.05. King dollar up 4 ticks, 47 ticks actually, at 80.32. Euro off 35 ticks at 130.47. The yen up 20 ticks at 78.09. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. So, cash S&P. We are at 1243. We got to 1229, rejected the lower price. We did 763 versus 947. And bottom line is that 1292 wants to get hit out there. So it's going to get interesting to see how we get up. First off, you have 3 different swing points here, folks. We have one swing point from the 5th, 6th, and 7th of December. The next one is up there, the 8th and 9th of November. And, of course, the high volume swing point is up there at the 27th, which is 1292.66, which looks to me like it wants to get hit. We go to take a look at the Dow Industrials. Same setup in the Dow. What the Dow did today is this. Dow gets down to 11,999.44, rejects that lower price, closes out at 12,102. And the Dow has the shot of not only just the 12,284. I suspect what you're going to see is that you're going to see the Dow blow through that number. The correlation there, of course, is that what you do is that you're going to take the volume from the 27th of October, which is 1.43 billion. You get over that, you get lighter volume. We're dealing with, let's see, it's Wednesday, so we're dealing with Thursday, Friday. You're going to see this volume contract dramatically on Friday. Tomorrow, you're still going to have action. NASDAQ Composite. We go over to the Composite. We take a look at the Composite. What the Composite did is this. Down 25 bucks. What the Composite actually did, though, was reject 25.44. And bottom still was down 25 bucks. We did that with 1.8 billion versus 1.8. NASDAQ still wants to get into this higher price. That higher price being the 2720. Now, inside the NASDAQ 100 today, this is what you had. Putting juice into it was Research in Motion, Yahoo, Expedia, and Warner Chilcott. Taking it away from it was Oracle, Citrix Systems, F5 Networks, and Cosmic Cosmetic Technology. If we go take a look at Oracle first. Now, Oracle came out with their numbers last night. The way the numbers were on Oracle, they didn't make their numbers. Bottom line is that came down, and you talk about coming down hard. This was basically a rock. Now, We hit 24.91. The swing point out here was 24.72. That swing point, folks, goes all the way back to the 18th of August. And, you want to know how price and volume move markets? Well, the bottom line, you can see a high volume low out there. It goes higher, dramatically lighter volume, falls apart. And what you have here is that you have absolutely monster volume. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means, number one, the lows are going to get tested, which is the 24.91. Number two, which is the bigger issue, is that when Steve and myself brought this up this morning, when you see how this is set up, now this is Oracle, this is set up not how a bull wants anything set up, and this is what it is. We're 25.77. You have a gap that's wide open at 22. So first off, the next level that it wants to get down to is 22. Now, you get down to 22 with the type of volume that we have today, well, it's going to be wide open on this baby, folks. Well, actually, 22 in itself, just so you know, 22 in itself brings you back all the way into August of 2009. But what it sets up also, if you get volume on the way down, it sets up a test of the lows of March of 2009. Now, they don't have to get to the lows. The lows out there, $13.85. The high of that low on the weekly basis is $18. And this is a huge heads up because, bottom line, Oracle's big tech company had an extraordinary run to the top side, topped out, and when we're talking about, a run to the top side, what this actually did, folks, is not only get over all highs that are out there. I'm bringing this back right now. Watch this. I'll bring this back to 2000. What you have with Oracle, the high in 2000 was $46. Well, Oracle made it up to 36. That's one of the strongest, tech stocks that had been out there. Stops in its tracks. Bottom line is that, this March level is up for testing. And then if if that wants to test, that's problematic, period. We go over to Amazon. So what does Amazon do out here today? Amazon goes south, big time, $8. Amazon came into the, last week's low out there at Amazon was 170.25. He did 11 million shares. Today we do 8 million shares. Do not touch Amazon, folks. The bottom line is that Amazon's going to be a dynamite buy. There's no two ways about that. I like how this is set up, but what Amazon had done is that it did an extraordinary run from the March lows out there of $34, went up tenfold, up to $246. A normal correction. This is what is absolutely bizarre, folks. A normal correction in Amazon gets you down to $1.25. And $1.25, folks, the way that this is coming down right now, meaning it's not coming down with that much volume, $1.25, you're going to want to be all over Amazon. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. As long as it comes down with lighter volume, that's going to be it. And you're going to see you're going to be back against the wall. You get a high out there that is a decent looking high at the 246. Nothing real heavy, but if Amazon gets into the 125 and it has any conviction getting into that price point, well, then 88 is the buy. And with 88, that's saying that, we have some more destruction coming at us. Let's take a look at a few of those, a few more. Well, here, let's go over to the dollar first. We take a look at the dollar index. What the dollar index did out here today, she comes down to a price point of 79.55, does 24,000 contracts. That 24,000 was going into 30,000 was going into 21,000. Bottom line, I suspect what you have, it looked like the dollar rejected these lows, but what you actually have here is it's close. It's almost a small doji, and those are halfway moves downs. So I suspect that's what we had out here today. There was the halfway move down of where the dollar actually wants to go. We go over to the bond market. We take a look at bonds. What we had with bonds out here, bonds pulled back today. Dramatically lighter volume, 211,000 contracts. That is also setting up off its highs, low volume pullback, building cause for the next leg up. So when you put these together, the bonds still want to go higher, pulling back with lighter volume. Dollar still wants to go higher, pulling back with lighter volume. S&Ps are going higher with lighter volume. That wants to test out end of the year run. You put those together with particularly some of the larger equities that have just taken a beating, and I suspect that the market still wants to run into the end of the year, get to that 1292, but that whole area is going to be the sell area. Let's go to D in Orlando. Hey, D, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, you getting ready for Christmas?
I am. I've been shopping. Last 2 nights I've been shopping.
Good for you. Your wife will be very pleased with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, she threw me out of the house to go shopping.
Hey, listen, I wanted to take a look at IBM, which kind of got trashed a little bit today.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. You got Big Blue. The low's 144, the high's 194, the PE's 14. They pay 1.5% dividend. Okay, so what you have here is that she comes down. Last Friday she comes down with 11 million shares. Today she comes down with 9. Okay, so what are we doing?
I'm just waiting. Just wanted to get your take on it. I'm waiting to go long on it.
Excuse me, folks. Well, what you have is this: is that the way that this actually tested out here today is not bad. But there's not juice topside in this. This is where, I wouldn't be biting. I mean, I'd bite on this thing at 163. And 163 to 157 is down at those August lows. So see, IBM, folks, what IBM did is this. They first made a high at 190.53 October 14th. Does that with 5.3 million. Comes off that downtown, first time down with really monster volume with 15 million. So you can see, okay, you got a big seller. So we're at 176, 15 million. It goes topside again to 189 with 4.5. Comes down with hardly nothing, with 2 million. Goes topside with nothing again, 4 million. And then twice now it's come down hard. Now, what it did, D, is it did reject, this price point today, meaning the lower price point. And your correlation is 9.2 versus the 15. But bottom line, I wouldn't be buying it in here because you could wake up in the morning and IBM's at 163.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom.
Okay.
I just wait on it.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Listen, folks, and if you want to make 30% on your money, don't forget about the Target dollars. If you have any subscriptions at TFNN, you can, bottom line, go out there, use the Target dollars, no expiration date. If you're thinking of subscriptions in the future at TFNN, it's a great way to make 30% on your money. The way the Target dollar works, folks, is that you buy $1,000, we give you $1,300. You buy $500, you get $650. We're giving 5 to 10% of the cash value to the Salvation Army. And today is the last day. And, sometimes we get extended. This is not going to get extended because we're going to write the check to the Salvation Army on Friday. So if you do want to get that 30% bonus, folks, check it out at TFNN.com. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines and